Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with Cutie. Hey y'all. Cassie, you better get it. Cassie says she loved the intro, makes you want to dance. Dance, Cassie. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. I'm just here for a quick power hour, but I am going to say some hellos. Shout out to the cutie mods in the building. Linda Gamble. Hey, Linda. We got my sis. Sis, I got to say, that's my sis, because you know I got some sis, but you my sis. We got my sis, Pink Diva. Thank you for being here, sis. We also got, goodness gracious, hold on, guys. That's what I get for being greedy. I gotta just took a big bite of an oatmeal pie. But thank you again, sis. We also got the legend, Aunt Debbie, modding as well. Thank you guys so very much. If you guys don't mind, please hit the like button. I got to cough again. Hold on. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Let me put the rest of this oatmeal pie up. Hold on, guys. Stuck all in my throat. That's my lunch. Give me 1 second. Don't want to let me be great. Don't want to let me be great. But shout out to the Cutie crew. Cutie crew, we will be meeting tomorrow. Tomorrow at 7 Central. I believe that's what I got it scheduled for. But we will be discussing this right here. Let me move Aunt Debbie's comment off the screen. Now, you guys remember this. And look, I didn't change Stormy's face or Destiny's face. That's just how it cropped everybody out, child. Everybody looked funny on this. But we remember Stormy and Destiny back, you know, when chairs was about to get thrown and all of the above. And look, I am not against people mending relationships. But if you did not check out my story this morning, I believe some of what Stormy said in this clip back then is what's still going on right now. And out of Stormy's mouth, she said, Mel has never said anything negative about any of you all. And child, the tables have turned. The tables have turned, if you ask me. So we'll be discussing that, Cutie crew. We may do a public live, but have members only in the chat. I shall see how we're going to do that. But we also have to have our sister girl and child, what's the name for the men? Our sister girl and guy chats for any of the guys that are members. And I'm thinking we'll do that. It's going to be a busy week, maybe Wednesday, but we definitely got to get back into that as well. So I done talked about 5 minutes. Let me say some quick hellos, and we're going to go ahead and get started with this Power Hour Live. We got some Huntsville happenings. We got some hot topics, all of the above. First, shout out to Lion Princess. Lion Princess, thank you for joining the Cutie crew. Hey, sis. I see you in the chat. Trending. at some point. Also, Elaine, thank you. Thank you, Elaine, for joining the Cutie crew. Let me say, we got the passer in the building, Passer Braylon Lee. Any other content creators? I'm looking at my phone while I'm looking at the screen. But any content creators in the chat, thank you guys so much for joining me for this power hour. I appreciate you guys. It took me all day yesterday to recover from that Patreon live the other night, child. Is all I got to say. Our meetup at the Let Loose Lounge. Ooh, child. It was something else. Yes, it was. And in that Let Loose Lounge, this was the discussion. These guys here. These guys are right here. Now, look, I loved every bit of it. I told you guys I was going to check for some Patreon disclosures or whatever you want to call it as far as some of our lingo. And we got down and dirty. We got rowdy. We thugged it out. So as I mentioned, naturally, we don't want anybody unalived or anything like that. We was just talking about how some of our people come for us, child, when it comes to these men and the way that they, inflict verbal abuse on a lot of women. So we'll change some lingo going forward. I can't wait to Saturday. I also want to ask you guys, and maybe we'll do a poll, but with Love and Marriage Huntsville coming in 3 weeks, we can also do some watch parties of either the full episodes of the reunion or the full episodes from last season. So I'll put that up as well. We'll discuss and see if anybody want to do that while we're over at the Let Loose Lounge. But again, thank you guys for joining me. Where am I? I'm going to say hello to each and every one of you. Just hello. You guys know we're on a tight hour. Your girl still got to file her taxes today. I always wait every year to the last day. And that's what I got to do when I get off of work. So since we're on a strict, hey, Lois, since we're on a strict hour, hey, Angela Richardson, we're going to go ahead and get started with some hot topics first. 306 of you guys joining me. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button if you don't mind. Let me go ahead and put that right here. Shout out to the replay gang yang. Shout out to those of you that watch the clip of Dawn Michelle. She stopped through the live on Saturday, and I felt it was an important message. And look, I respect anybody that says they are not watching. How can we not respect that? A lot of people say, no, it is triggering. Or no, my mental health won't let me watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. I respect it. We respect it. All of the above. But for me, I'm showing up. So there is no right or wrong answer for that. I wanted to make sure to say that publicly. Also, I'm going to go ahead and throw up this copyright disclaimer. I will be sharing not any video, but just some pictures and all of that. One video from over the internet. And this is allowed under fair use. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. I did some research and I am reporting on it. All of the above covered under copyright disclaimer, section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Let me put this up real quickly. If you guys did not see, Melody Sheree is back, child. Mel is back. So we know that she took a hiatus. She said that she would be gone for a couple days, and it looks like she was on vacay, relaxing, releasing. It looks so peaceful and serene. So if you guys did not see Mel's video, make sure to head over to her Instagram page. I'm happy to see her back. She says she's coming right on back with a regular scheduled program, which is that Money Making Mail. Mondays. Money making mail Mondays. That's a lot of M's, child. But you guys go over there and participate. You know that she gives away, I believe it's $250 each. And I believe I read, see, this is my fault for trying to rush and get this live together. But I believe she said she's going to have 3 winners. This is the norm. This is what we see. Now, we would love to see some of the cast do something like that. Some of the other cast, child. I would love it, but welcome back to Mel. Doing what we have to do sometimes. Sometimes we just got to stop the presses. And you know, I'm big on self. Anybody that's a subscriber of me, anytime you need to focus on self, make sure to do so. Make sure to do so. So, child, I don't even know which device is talking. Where is that coming from? I got too much going on around here. I got echoes. I got Google bases. I got theories, and it's a mess. I need to unplug it because they listen all day long. I got a problem with that. But anyway, welcome back to the Graham Melody Sheree. I got me a vacation scheduled for July, child. Yes, I do. But let's go ahead and get started, guys. I want to share with you guys. So it's a lot of Real Housewives of Potomac news. And I'm not sure if you guys watched the reunion. I did. Pretty good reunion. And Gordon is a reason why I have him on my thumbnail that I revised. But first, news coming out of the Real Housewives of Potomac camp is Candiace and Chris Bassett, excuse me, let me pause this. They are expecting. So I'm going to play the video. I'm not going to play the music. Hey, Barbara. But you guys take a look in case you didn't see it. Congratulations to Candiace and Chris. Take a look real quick. Oh, I like that too. Like the stork dropped off a message. So cute, so cute. So I just wanted to show a clip of that again. I'm not going to play everything. If you didn't see it, head on over to Candiace's channel on Instagram. And it's also, I believe, on maybe the Shade Room, maybe Neighborhood Talk, one of them. But congratulations to them. Now, look, it's really not news because I heard this, it had to be over a month ago. It was announced. Somebody spilled the beans. But Candiace kept posting pictures and all of that. And she's pretty tiny. She didn't look pregnant. So, but I know we touched on it on a live before. And congratulations again to them. Now, we do know that Candiace will not be back next season. Candiace, I'm sure, is protecting her energy and all of that. She's been going at it with the girls for quite some time. She's had that triangle napkin folded up and ready for a couple seasons, child. And she don't need that when it comes to her being with child. And I don't blame her for taking this season off. We don't know if she's going to be done for good, but she is out of there when it comes to the next season of Real Housewives of Potomac. Let's get into some other news, guys. Real Housewives of Potomac. Robin Dixon has admitted that she's been fired. And I'll give my thoughts in a minute. But you guys should know that Robin and Giselle, they have their podcast and all of that. And she got choked up mentioning that she's been fired. Bravo, as you guys can see, they're still keeping it cute when it comes to their announcement. They said Robin Dixon is leaving Real Housewives of Potomac after 8 seasons, but Robin made it clear that the reason why she's leaving is because of them. Is because of them. So they mentioned, this is from bravo.com. Excuse me, guys. But they mentioned that she confirmed her departure from the series on April 15th, which is today, after their reunion concluded last night. And she announced her departure. So that's, I guess they are allowing her, or they did try to allow her to not come out and say she was fired, but she said that she was. And look, it was time for me. I don't know about you guys, but it was time for me, for Robin to go. And I see who is that? Teresa Wright, child. Teresa Wright agrees, and she said Giselle needs to follow her. Cassie, you don't care. Y'all a mess. I'm looking at the comments on my phone. Let me scroll down. I don't care either. And look, it is not just to be mean. But I will say this. Hey, Veronica Monroe. I will say this. Robin had the nerve during the reunion to call out Candiace's husband's Chris about some penis pictures. Hey, Sassy TV from the 803. Hey, shout out. Sassy said, hold on, child. Sassy said, good riddance. Good riddance. Where's Sassy comment? Hold on, Sassy. I feel the same. And I don't know anybody else's reasonings, but for me, she had the nerve to call out Chris. Well, you mean to tell me that those pictures, payness, pics weren't real? And you guys know that a chick came out, said that she had something going on with Chris. The chick looked crazy as her to me, but the chick later came back out and said that she was lying. So it was the audacity for me for Robin to call out Chris Bassett, and she never even called out her own husband, Juan. Where they do that at? Or where they do that at? So yeah, I think it was time to go. She wanted to play in the viewer's face as far as everything that has gone on when it comes to Juan. And no, ma'am, you are on reality TV. So either be transparent or not. And Bravo said, you out of there. So, like Sassy said, child, good riddance. Go ahead. Bye. Bye. Now, I don't know. Maybe I would have allowed Bravo's statement to stand that, I just exited the show. Or could she be trying to play on the heartstrings of viewers? And that's why she came out. Hey, too blessed for you, and said that they fired her. I don't blame them. We've been saying Carlos should have done the same for a couple people, but Carlos only care about Bravo, child. Let me go ahead and say, Carlos Kane, there is a new king in town that's wearing that crown. Not new, but Andy, baby, Andy Cohen got that crown on. You guys know Carlos loves his crown. But this is, in my opinion, the reality TV king. The king. Andy. I'm going to do a side by side of that soon. But yeah, bye, Robin. Bye. And when it comes to Giselle, I do think that Giselle is one of the cast members that fuels the show in a sense, but I had never really paid attention to how mean girlish Giselle is until like the past season or so. She seems very unhappy all throughout this past reunion. Her face was scrunched up. She was mad. She didn't want to hear what Candiace had to say when Candiace was crying about Giselle's father. May he rest in peace. I loved her dad. Kind of reminded me of Nines. But even with that, Giselle shot that down. So people are saying that Giselle gives off Karen vibes and that she's a mean girl. And yeah, I think that they could have revamped with Giselle as well. We'll see how it goes. I'm a watcher of Real Housewives of Potomac, and starting on their next season, I'm definitely going to be covering it. I don't blame Candiace again for bowing out to make sure that she has a peaceful pregnancy. But let me say this, you guys, and I'm rushing because I do want to try to at least have some time to talk to you guys and read some comments. But 529 of you are watching. Pastor say she ain't gonna be missed. Pastor Braylon Lee, child. Um, Hopefully I'll have some time to address some comments and all of that before we get out of here. But I want to say this. Shout out to Gordon. Shout out to Gordon. And if you guys don't know, you should. But Gordon is Mia's, I don't know if he's the ex-husband yet, but he on his way, child. But if you watch yesterday's episode or the last part of their reunion, Gordon did something that I rarely see when it comes to men on reality TV. And he should be proud of himself. I'll have to ask you guys how you felt about it, but I got him and Martell up here for a reason, and I'm going to get to that soon. But let me go ahead and just read a little bit. Shout out to People Magazine. I did watch it live. A lot of people were, I don't want to say scared, but, wondering what was it that Gordon had to share. And Gordon shared and revealed that he's suffering from bipolar disorder. And he took accountability during that reunion yesterday. He said that it is because of him that his marriage is over to Amia. He said how mean he's been. All of that. And that played a part in not only the breakdown of marriage, but the breakdown that he had when it comes to his family. And I didn't know Gordon was 71. Gordon looked all right. But he said bipolar in and of itself, causes your mind to really work opposite. Then he went on to explain that he can remember episodes over the course of his life, all the way back to his 20s. And he said his manic got worse over the years as he gained more control, more power, more money. Now, we know that Martell has really never had that control, if you ask me, or the power, and child, the money, allegedly, in my opinion. But I do think that Mr. Martell is suffering from something. But I loved it. I don't know if you guys saw it. Mia said that she knew this for quite some time. She said she gonna stick beside him as far as making sure that he's okay, but she's still proceeding with her divorce from him. So the reason why I brought this up again is because of Martell. Now, I think Martell wouldn't be so harshly criticized if he did something similar. Number one, just accepting that is because of him that his marriage is over. And it's just my opinion, but he's been angry and trying to ruin Mel in particular since their divorce, since their separation. And look, I'm not trying to diagnose Martell in no way, but in my opinion, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Martell wants to fool others, like he's been fooling himself. He said in that mini trailer that they released that nice guys get the short end of the stick. Nice guys get the short end of the stick. Now, y'all know this way. I hope the both of them land up. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel for the things that's been done. And Coleslaw has done a lot. It is what it is. But nice guys, I'm just wondering how they end up with this. Domestic violence, third harassing communication chart. How do they end up with being arrested for harassing a nice guy move? Y'all let me know. I've been out the game for the past 10 years because I was married. But is this how nice guys is moving now? So we can name 100 other things that Mr. Martell has done, that he's allowed, that he's said, that has not been nice. And it was the audacity, or how Wanda said, child, a destiny for me, that man had the nerve to say that nice guys get the short end of the stick. Okay. I'm confused. I am confused. So I do want to say again, shout out to Gordon. Gordon said that he wasn't coming out there and saying this in hopes of keeping his wife. Gordon is okay with the boyfriend and everything else. Gordon even said that, look, she cheated during our marriage, and I believe that she did because of me. I don't know about y'all, but that's a man to me. Just taking accountability. Could it be an act from Gordon? Some say so. I don't think so. You know, an act is Martell saying the nice guys. I'm just trying to see what's been nice, because I'm going to get into something that's been not nice as well. I'm going to get into something that I didn't think was nice. And that was Mr. Marceau, child. Mr. Marceau, speaking of not nice, in that same mini clip that we saw, mini trailer, not sure what it was, but I saw, and this broke while we were on Patreon Saturday night, but I saw Marceau trying to play in Mel's face by saying 3 kids instead of 4. Now, look, Marceau is not dumb in the least bit. Marceau is not dumb in the least bit. He's a slickster. He thinks he knows it all, and he is quick with one-liners such as that. So I know he did it purposely. Me and my sisters, Pink Diva was talking, and look, we both said that at times Marceau can be good TV. I loved he and Mel's exchange last season when they was at that coffee shop sitting outside. That's when he tried to insult her about selling t-shirts while he's sitting there in a whole t-shirt that he sells. But exchanges like that, I do like to see it. But when it comes to mentioning the kids at all, Marceau, come on now. Come on. You know as well as we do that Mel and Martell got 4 kids. He knew that. That 3 did not slip out, okay? Because of a couple things that's been going on. He did it on purpose, in my opinion. And I think that also is tolerated and has been allowed because of this guy, Martell. Because of Martell. Because I know that you guys know that Martell sat down with Tasha K not too long ago, and he sat there and acted stupid when Tasha K was trying to ask him, well, look, what's been going on? This been said out here about your last child, and you know, that's your kid, right? Anybody? Oh, yeah. I forgot exactly how he said it, but he said something. He made sure to point out, now the first 3, they look like me. The first 3 look like me. But the last one, my baby, she looks just like Mel. Like that's not possible. Some of my siblings look like my mama. Some of us look exactly like our daddy. It happens. So Martell has never really shut it down. He had the opportunity in that sit down with Tasha K, and he didn't do it again because he want to look like the nice guy. Where he get that from? Nice guys finish last or get the short end of the stick. Who calls him the nice guy? Kimmy. But that's not nice. And for him not saying, hell yeah, that's my daughter. That's all you have to say. You ain't have to say 3 look like me and that one, but she looked just like Mel. So I think that that's why Marceau is comfortable enough for even playing with it. And then I just cannot forget. I'm just not going to ever forget Wanda doing the same thing. And look, we've also tried to give Wanda at some points, not recently, give her the benefit of the doubt. But see, Wanda is another one that want us to act like we didn't see the live where she said she knows who the real daddy is. He live in Birmingham. I got a picture. Or when she was at Madonna and she said she need to find out who the real daddy is. I've never heard Martell Holt come out here and check people for playing with his kids. It is quite all right for Mel and Marceau to have that back and forth. You know what I mean? It does make for good TV as long as it's not grimy. And for me, it was grimy just by even saying 3 kids, because that man know how many kids Mel got by Martell. So if I could throw that out there and people pick up on it, and look, Marceau, myself, Wanda, Mel, all of us on social media, all of us, you guys, are on Instagram, and some of us are in Facebook groups. So we've seen the rumors, and Marceau has as well. And I just didn't like that. I really didn't. And I do feel like all of this is because, again, of Martell Holt. I do. He's willing to let his child be the butt of jokes or the talk of the town or the whispers and all of that instead of him shutting it down. I don't like that. So I do think that he could learn a lot from a Gordon. He can learn a lot and just accept accountability. Put a stop to it. So just from the mini trailer, guys, I believe that we're going to get more of Martell is the victim. I'm the victim. Even when it comes to this mugshot that I put up, this public mugshot, even to this, I think he's going to play the victim. And this is what I don't care for. We know Carlos is out in these YouTube streets, chat. Got a whole channel. And each and every one of them are aware of the audio and everything else. And I think that they are the producers. I think that they're going to allow Martell to play the victim in this. They're going to allow Martell to say what she received wasn't that. Or he just going to play the victim. I bet money on it. I bet money on it. So we'll see. We'll see. I did clip out a message from Dawn Michelle. She hit the link again Saturday. If you guys did not see that, make sure to go check it out. And as I said at the start of this video, I respect anybody that's gonna watch or that don't want to watch. Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm watching. As well as other shows I'm gonna be watching. I hate that I didn't watch all of Love and Mirrors DC, but yeah, we had a problem with dating back to their last season and that last reunion. We had a problem with the guys, Jamie and oh Lord, I was about to call them Fun Size. That's from the Patreon, child. That's from the Let Loose crew. What's his name? Quick. The way that they were hollering and yelling at Winter last season. So, we just wanted to know why is it allowed? And it is allowed from the top, child, from Carlos King. But their first part reunion that I saw late yesterday is when I watched it. It was okay. The rumors were, and I don't know if the man got a drinking problem, but that's what they touched on in their reunion, that the word around town was Jamie drank a little too much. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to call him what was called. And maybe that played a part. I don't know. But I think that let your wives do the talking. I think it'll go better when it comes to social media or people that could be content creators or the chatter on Twitter and Instagram and everything else. If your wife had a problem with being called Sheen, whatever, Shein, about her dress or whatever, and she could dress. So, it is what it is when it comes to that. But let the wives come out and talk. Same thing with Marcel. Marcel very seldomly will let Letitia come out here and talk. He gonna do the talk. And a lot of us, that's what we don't want to see when it comes to these shows. That's what we don't want to see. Men confronting women or men trying to act like they didn't mean 4 kids. I mean 3 kids. He meant that. He meant that. So I had a whole lot more to talk about, but I'm gonna read some comments. I wanted to speak on a rumor that we touched on before. Maybe I'll go and talk about it right now, and then I'll read some comments. But you guys know, do I have any pictures saved of her? I ain't got no picture saved of her child, but I got a picture saved of her soon to be ex-husband, Simon. But you guys know a lot of us that have followed the story of, was that a Shein outfit that she had on at the retirement party, Teresa? Yeah. Look at Brittany. Brittany say, shoot, I love me some Shein. Now, look, I've never ordered, not because I feel like I'm too, big too. I just haven't. But I saw a long sweater that I won from there, as well as this was a cover up for, like if you go on vacation or whatever. So yeah, look, we don't care about that. As long as people be truthful about it. Now we didn't heard of Area Express and Alibaba and all of that stuff. Be truthful about where you're getting your products or where you're ordering stuff, and it is what it is. But I'll go ahead and get into this real quick. A lot of us, when we followed the story of Portia and Simon, we felt like something had already happened between Portia and Simon. I made sure to point out several times that ride in the car. Did you trending? You finally ordered because you heard they have free returns. Okay. Did you get it? Was it okay? Look, child, if I could order me a $10 dress and wear it one time and it don't fall apart and I can't wear, I very seldomly wear my clothes, try to twice anyway, but I'm getting over that because I'm stopping shopping. But look, if I could order me a cheap little dress and wear that sucker one time, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But when it comes to like Arion, don't order your stuff and then charge me $70 for it. Then I do a search and it's right there for $8. Okay. Okay, trending. Trending said the material isn't bad. I have ordered from Fashion Nova before. Yeah, so we're not knocking that. Look, times are hard. Everything is going up. So if it's what's the name of it? I was about to call it Ari Express. If it's AliExpress, order AliExpress. If it's Shein, order Shein. Whatever it is, do you. So I didn't care. Like I said, that girl could dress. Irena, she can dress. Well, sorry guys. There I go sticking this doggone oatmeal pan in my mouth. So she was wearing Shein, I couldn't tell. But even Sheree, don't you order from these companies allegedly? Because you guys remember when she finally premiered She by Sheree, they found her stuff right there on websites. You know what I mean? Don't dupe the people. That's all I'm saying. Yes, Square Biz. My nieces now, I will tell you guys this. Oh, and then I'll get back to Simon, but it wasn't closed. But I sent my little niece got her first apartment, and she sent me a wish list from Temu. I think it is. That's how you call it. Anyway, child, when I tell you I ordered everything for her, comforters, bathroom set, shower, rug, toilet covers, stuff for her kitchen and all that. And I think it wasn't even over $200. I said, all right now. That's what I'm talking about. So, again, whatever floats your boat. Real quickly, thank you so much, Teresa Wright, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. And I knew Too Blessed, child. Too Blessed. Be at Aunt Debbie's. Aunt Debbie, drop in the chat if you're going live in 2 hours. I mean, in an hour. Cat Williams and I will be watching with front row seats with our drink in hand, supporting Melody Sheree. I know that's right. I'm watching. I had somebody in my comments early. Let me get your Cat Williams. Thank you, Too Blessed for you. But I had somebody drop in my comments earlier saying that the content creators need not to talk about them either. Take it on over there to Patreon or whatever. And look, the comment remained. I didn't take it as disrespectful, but I'm watching. So if anybody want to hear it, I'm watching and I'm talking. I'm watching and I'm talking. Okay. But whatever floats your boat. Again, I respect anybody that don't want to watch. But thank you again for the super sticker and super chat.
One last thing for you. Tell them to bring me my money.
All right. But real quickly, what I got left, 15 minutes. Let me go ahead and get into the news about Portia. So Fallon and Dennis are clout chasing, if you ask me. But Fallon did an interview with Baller Alert, I think it was. And in that interview, Fallon said that Portia and Simon allegedly, just for this channel, had hooked up a year prior to Portia coming over to her house for that pool scene. And you guys know I have been saying that. I said, yes, Chronicles of Kim K. Look, we ain't too bougie, child. We ain't too bougie. You guys gonna have me to go ahead. Okay, Aunt Debbie, you guys are gonna have me to go ahead and check their site out as soon as we get done with this live. But I kept telling you guys that ride in the car with Tanya, Portia, and Portia's sister over to Fallon and Simon's house at the time was very telling. Then the way Simon sat there and looked like a creep in the background was very telling. Then the fist bump that Portia gave Simon was very telling. So allegedly, Simon had all of these. He was an owner of a couple of restaurants in Atlanta and lounges and all of that. And that there was some crossing of the paths, I shall say. Crossing of the paths between Portia Williams and Simon Gubadia. And according to the ex-wife, according to Aunt Debbie's channel's name is Aunt Debbie, all lowercase. I'll see if I can find it real quick, and I'll drop the link in the chat. Hold on. Okay, and Aunt Debbie said her live is rescheduled from today. Let me see if I can share this. Hold on, guys. Share channel. Copy channel ID. Oh, hold on. Share channel, and copy. Okay. But anyway, according to Fallon, something was already going on. I believe it. And then I also believe again, though, that Portia and Fallon are clout chasing. Now, Fallon, if that was the case, when she came out with that big announcement, when she was dressed in all that white, and when she was pregnant with Jalen's, isn't that his name? I think Jalen. Something. They call him the help. When she was pregnant at the time, she should have said that then. But I believe it. So I'm going to get to the comments. I want to see what you guys are saying from the top. I'll read a couple for all of the topics that we discussed. But you guys know I hate power hours. Barbara Scott stated she is not blacking out. But Okay, so Barbara must have said that she's blacking out. Yes, Barbara, for anybody that feel like that they cannot handle this season. Look, we understand. Or any other season that's to come when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville. We understand, but a lot of us can handle it. A lot of us want to hashtag show up for Mel. A lot of us want to support her while she's continuing to show up. But like I said, I wish that I would be able to say, I'm not showing up because of what happened to Mel. I'm not showing up because what happened to Kimmy. I'm not showing up because what happened to Tisha. I'm not showing up because of what happened to Stormy or Destiny or anybody else. But it's only one person. And since it's still for me, one person, which is Melody Sheree, I'm showing up. But I respect you guys. I do. Hey, Cricket. All right, so you guys are saying how you love some Shein. Their bathing suits are nice. I saw a nice little two-piece cover up, and I'm definitely going. Now, Trending, I'm going because of you, child. I just want to make it through, depending on the cost. I want to make it through one sitting in whatever I buy. And if you fall apart the next time I try to put it on, I'm good with it. Long as it's, I ain't spent too much for it. So Stormy was accurate. Marceau is. I'm curious. K Game Changer. Thank you for saying that because I'm curious to see the interaction of Stormy with the Scotts. Because we know. Now look, I didn't already play the clip. Go to my short from this morning if you didn't see it. Stormy saying Mel has never said anything negative about anyone, but we know that some negative things was said about Stormy. Tisha basically called her a pill popper. Tisha said that folks was all throughout Huntsville was talking about Stormy. So I can't wait to see the interaction. Will it be Stormy gonna go ahead and forgive them and all of a sudden got a problem with Mel? I don't know. Like I said, we don't know. We won't know until we watch. Hey, Neva. Neva said, Chit Chat, you got that right. Everything is expensive. $20 nowadays is like you got $2. Facts. And what I hate, Neva, is, sometimes you go to a store, let's say you go to Walmart religiously, and you buy the same things religiously. Well, you can go, and next thing you know, that same thing that you was buying for, let's say, $3 is now $4.50. That's how bad things is. That's how bad it is out here today. So yeah, I'm not knocking nobody. Thank you, sis. Sis said it's not what you wear, it's how you wear it. If you got style, you can wear something from Walmart and make it look as good as designer. You better say it. You can wear something from thrift stores. I follow a whole lot of thrifting channels on YouTube. And you would be amazed. Number one, what you could find, and you would be amazed at how they redo pieces that they buy or style them, just like Pink Diva said. So yeah, we're not knocking that. Look, everybody ain't millionaires. Everybody ain't, got it like that. So I would never judge in that sense. So and this is to Winner. Winner stopped by the chat last week as well. So I know that allegedly that's what Winner said about her. But yeah, it's not what you wear, it's how you wear it. How you wear it. Sister Chit Chat, you're 100% male supporter. Male haters / devil advocators clearly don't know God because they don't see yet that no weapon, pluralized if need be, formed against any child of God will prosper. Say it again, Lisa P. Say it again. Yes, ma'am. It's a whole lot going on, child. Yes, ma'am. And damn, I know we don't live in a perfect world, but yeah, we have to say that for another conversation. But I totally agree with you. And it would be nice if the cast can come together somehow. But I don't know. Dawn Michelle said it may not be what we think, and it may not be that bad. She said, or it could be. She don't know. She hasn't seen anything, but you know, it's kind of hard for us to have an open heart, open mind. We are leery based off of history. We are leery as to what's to come. So we'll see. All right, Carla. A lot of people saying they okay with that Shein. Just Peter Thomas by another name. What trending? Marceau, maybe? Let me know. What do you guys think real quick before we go? We got about 5 more minutes. What do you guys think about? Now, look, Kat, I have ordered some things from Amazon as well. I must admit, this was when I was still married, and anything that I needed sports related, like jerseys or stuff like that. But I wish you could see my garage filled with Amazon boxes or see my history on Amazon. I get something almost every other day. Oh, trending says Simon is Peter Thomas by another name. Yo, let me get Simon off the screen, child. Ooh, I thought I had him down. Lord have mercy. That's one thing Portia did, child. Them filters had Simon looking like Billy D. Somebody said when Portia left, so did the filters, child. But I believe Fallon. I'm gonna scroll and see if any of you believe Fallon. I felt like something was going on from the start. So I think that, yeah, that's why they were so able to move on so quickly like that. You know? And Simon, I don't know if Simon had moved to Dubai, but he been over there. Portia is in the home, and she's in the home for the next 2 years, from what I hear, allegedly. And allegedly, he got to cover their mortgage, according to the prenup. So that's what I hear. Don't know if it's true, but she is in the home. She is in that home. So I don't know if it was game from the start or what. I saw love. I thought I did when it comes to Portia and Simon. And if Portia bounced because of the immigration stuff that was released, I don't blame her. But what we not going to do, Portia, is act like you didn't know that man. So, yeah. That's that on that. Not enough spring blazers for work. Yes. We okay with it. Like I said, I just don't want to order from RE Express. What's the I don't know the channel name. The whatever. I don't want to order for somebody like that, and I'm paying for what I can get if I just order directly for it. You know, drop shipments or private labelings or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I'm getting on there right after we get off. You bought some stuff off of Temu, like the t-shirts, the graphic tees and stuff. Yes. AliExpress. Thank you, trending. I keep saying AliExpress. Thank you for Ariane Curry and her boutique. Child. She been a little quiet. They say, oh, Martell then moved on. They say, oh, Martell got him somebody else. I believe it. Martell gonna continue to have somebody else until he can try to get with somebody that he feels like is up on Mel's level, which I don't think gonna happen. It is what it is. It's a lot of women out here just want to say they got a man. And look, even women with a little money and all of that, they'll do it. Squarebeard say, I believe Fallon. She says that Dennis told her that Simon was seeing Portia and the streets of ATL knew about it. Thank you for saying that part, Squarebeard. You're absolutely right, because Fallon did say that's what Dennis said. When the host of the podcast that she sat down with asked her, she said, that's what Dennis said. And I believe it. I'm sorry. Now, look, commenter, that's what I said a couple minutes ago as well. She should have said that when she came out in that all white and did that interview. I can't think of the guy's name. I think it's something Adam a couple years ago. Yeah, should have said something beforehand. What else? Portia was playing Dennis as well. You think so, Mitzi? Look, I like Dennis, but Dennis was a dog. Dennis cheated while she was pregnant. So, up and Adam. Thank you, little sis. I knew it had Adam something. Thank you, Nina. Yeah. Thank you, Tanya B. Yep. That's what she gave that interview. But I don't know about Portia. I think Portia loves love. You know, she was with Cordell. That's when she didn't have a lick of freedom. But you know, I also think that Portia liked to get around, child. Allegedly, when it comes to Bolo, that was a mess. Allegedly, she got with Dennis. She got with the other young guy. And look, there's nothing wrong with dating around. Don't get me wrong, but I do think that she was with Simon beforehand. I do, or at least had her eyes on him because of the money. I do. So it is just a TV show. Which one, Jay Stone? All of them are. Yes. 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 All of them are. And we're going to point out what we see on the TV show. And if anything, again, is released that is of a shady nature. For those that have issues with content creators in this section, take a scroll through YouTube, child. We light over here. We light. And I told you guys, as for me, look, Martha and Tisha talked about their lawsuit last season. Chit Chat talked about. Or if it's anything public, it is a lot of public law cases out here. Trending does an excellent job when she goes through. And I may try to move my backup channel in that direction when it comes to real cases. I was scared, and I got to go. I was scared this whole weekend. After we got out of our Let Loose Lounge, I watched Dateline in 2020 Saturday night. Then yesterday, I'm watching all these stories on YouTube, and I'm into that. I'm kind of scared to do the research of it, but I think I'm going to get over that. It's a very big market as far as what's going on publicly. Public cases, public lawsuits, public everything. So, you know, again, take a scroll outside of what you guys see here, and you will see that there are thousands of channels out here that do way worse than what you've seen on this side. So, you know, whatever floats your boat, even when it comes to my channel. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the subscription. But, you know, if you feel like it's too harsh at times, child, I understand. Okay. But I got to go, guys. I love you guys. Shout out to, again, Too Blessed for You. Shout out to Teresa Wright. Shout out to the Cutie Mods. Shout out to the Cutie Crew. Shout out to the Cuties. And shout out to the replay gang yang that will watch this. As I'm looking right now, 702 of you join me. I appreciate you guys so very much. You guys be careful out in these streets, social media streets as well. I do have a big AI story that's coming that happened to an entertainer that's in the field. So just be careful. Be careful out in these streets. To the Cutie Crew, again, we will be discussing tomorrow when the ops link up. Destiny even responded to Stormy. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But love you guys. Cutie Crew, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm getting off. I won't be live or anything else later. I may try to release a video that I already got lined up. But I got to get them taxes done, child. So enjoy your day. Chat with you guys soon. Shout out again to the content creators in the building. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat.